Hi, welcome back. Another important session. Let's learn status profile in S4 HANA, any version for that matter, not only 2021, 22, or 23. Okay. So, as I instructed you, the changes specifically for other functionalities like retail and EWM. That's why S4 HANA is releasing more versions. I'm telling you, if you learn 1709, more than enough. Okay. So, for SAP SD at least. So let's try to understand what is this status profile. Okay, I'll just try to help you out with some example. Okay, so assume that you are creating a sales order. Okay, and after that you will create a delivery and billing. So any document for that matter, it can be applicable for your quotations and inquiry also. But this example I'm taking, someone is creating a sales order. Okay, so like with reference to order, okay, delivery will be created. So I have a hard stop here. Okay, so I require the status of this order, open order, cannot be immediately created as a delivery. Okay, so what I would like to do is I will create maybe like OTC 1. Okay, so like this is like odd 1. Okay, odd, okay, odd A. Let's keep it. Okay, this is the stat. This is basically what it happens. I will create one status. Okay, in word A, I'll control my either ECC or S4 HANA system not allowed to create okay delivery before that. For example, this is order create. I'm created one status. Okay, what this status will do once I created an order. Okay, so if I don't release, okay, so this word here, this is the assume that this is the 4-digit code status and this is the description. If I don't release this, you cannot able to create a delivery. Okay, or else if someone is trying to create a delivery without knowing the status, it will be hard stop for them. Okay, that is one thing. In the similar way, delivery also, I can able to set up one more status, not able to create a billing. Okay, so maybe word here I will put it. Before that, I will put one more status, not only this for delivery, maybe like DSMD. Okay, DSMG. So this is sales manager approval. Okay, so the first thing is this order creation status. It won't create delivery. Next is sales manager approval. If you don't have these two approvals, okay, you cannot able to create the delivery. Okay, so let me create ZD ZDEL. Okay, delivery. Okay, this is delivery status. Here I can able to control, not able to create a billing. Okay, maybe above status only I can able to control, not able to create a PCA. It makes sense. Like once delivery created, then only you will do the PCA. So if delivery is not allowed, there is no point to control the PCA actually. So it will not happen. That you cannot able to imagine also. So GINV, this is the invoice. Okay. Final one. I can see if it comes to this status, okay, here if you look at this, the first I'm just restricting my system, not able to create a delivery. Okay, first status. Okay, status 1. So next, if I don't have sales manager approval, I don't allow to create a delivery. So the first two statuses available at sales order level, okay, sales level, but still I have a control over it. If it goes to the third status, okay, if it cannot go to the third status, then I will not allow my system to create any delivery. Okay, third status, I can allow. Okay, in this status, I don't allow to create a billing. Okay, cannot create delivery. Okay, DLB. Okay, this is the first two status all about. I can able to control. We'll check this all on the system. In my previous video also in ECC, I have explained. That's not an issue. Let's try to understand this. Okay. So cannot create billing. Okay. I don't allow that. This is the final free and to create billing. Okay. So like create billing, you can keep it. Okay. Create billing. Okay. So see, if it is delivery related billing, okay, in this process, if it is copy control, if it is delivery related billing, obviously I don't allow you to create, cannot allow to create billing here also. Okay, probably like sales order. If it is order related or delivery related, I don't allow to create. That's what all my status is all about. First, will control these two things. So you will have a different things like based on the price. Okay, on price release only you have to. Once price is available only, then only you can able to do that. All these things you cannot able to control with your so-called functionalities like incomplete logs. Okay, this at field level. Maybe like you can say that yesterday I have explained about transactional variance. Some extents you can control, okay, but not fully. So you have a limitations for these two functionalities, but it has these functionalities have their own individual, uh, you know, importance in SAP ECC or S4 HANA. Okay, so what I am trying to control here, okay. So profile, this is, you will call it as a one profile. I will call this, these status is supposed to be controlled. Okay, what I am controlling actually basically, so I'm controlling the user status. Okay, user status. Okay, so I'm controlling the user status by using this one, but you cannot able to control the user status here. Okay, so suppose if I made a status profile with all these user statuses, okay, that we'll call it as that I will assign to. So in real time, what we will do, I will assign to one authorization object. Okay. So that means this object is holding like all sales managers. Maybe this authorization object might be holding all ship to parties. Okay. So shipping processors, maybe like billing processors, maybe like customer care side, sales order processors. Okay. So, but what we can able to see, we cannot able to see authorization object, how it control these statuses, but we can able to see manually how it works and how I can able to get a block here. So if someone is trying to create this, it will be like a hindrance. It will not allow you to create a delivery. Okay. If you don't approve, basically we'll call it as a good word like approve. If you don't approve, these two statuses I cannot able to go for delivery and billing. Okay. If I don't approve here, okay. So if I don't have proper approval or approve here, I cannot create a billing here. The similar way, this is how it works. So let's try to depict the same example, and I'll try to make some note regarding this one, and let's play with the system on S4 HANA. Okay. So so the transaction code for creating user statuses, status profile is BS02. Okay. This is, you can able to remember it. Anyhow, I'll show you the path here. So go to SPR, okay, reference IMG, and let's come here. Okay, sales and distribution. Okay, so go to the sales. Okay, go to the sales documents. Okay, try to remember this path, and there is something called define and assign status profile. Okay, this is how you have to control it. Define and assign the status profile. So let's click this. You will have a three immediate options. Let me check. You are watching the right screen. No problem. So first we define the status profile, then we will assign to order level or else item level. Okay. So that means status profile will be controlled at two levels. Okay. First is sales document header. Okay. For the time being. Okay. Second is item category. Okay. These are the two levels basically. Okay. So once you define, you have to assign either header or item category. Let's try to check sales document header. Probably I will try to add. You can give a try as a homework for item. Okay. Well, let's come here to the configuration. Define status profile. Okay. See, I have four user statuses, right? I'll define, I will assign to one profile. Okay. One object. Like suppose in your understanding, I would like to say, suppose you defined what I would say. So different condition types, but it's not condition type. I'm just trying to map your mind. So if you have a different condition types, that condition types where you are going to capture for determining the price on a pricing procedure. In the similar way, you are collecting user statuses, okay, and try to have in the status profile. Okay, you can able to see like it is defined by standard level here. If you want, you can able to check different statuses. Okay, it depends on the language also. So this is basically display details, and this is create, and this is copy. If you select here, if you would like to copy, you can copy it. If you would like to delete it, existing, you can able to delete it. I don't want to do anything. So now let's first step, create status profile. Let's click on new entry. Okay, immediately it is asking. So like 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 8 digits. It is there. Okay. Let me put it like GORD stat. Okay, this is my status profile. Okay, OTC status control. Okay, order to cash message. So that we would like to see that. So it is very, very important. You have to give the language here. Okay, simply I'm giving English here. So probably like if it is Japanese, you will have a Japanese in your real time. If it is German, you will have something else like that. DE and all. Okay, let's continue. So now this is the one. Let's save this. Okay, let's go to one request. So this is mine. Okay, let's save this. I have saved this one. Okay, so now you can able to see this. So if you double click on this, okay, so now you can able to see this. This is status number. What is the status number? Let's go back to the Excel. Okay, this is 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, or else 10, 20, 30, 40 like that. How you want it? Okay, I'm just taking this. See, since I copied in Excel, I'm just taking the same thing. Okay, so let's go for this. So now if you would like to define this statuses, this is 4 digit. Maybe like, I can able to define D001, D0002. Okay. So how I want it, like something like, Z0001, like, I'm just giving these names. Okay. So let's take this. Okay. I already typed, there is no point to type, right? So status I have taken, this is good. And so the description is very, very important, because if you configure in one status profile, that is fine, but you are going to configure n number of status profiles in real time. Okay. So now it is asking about lowest and highest. Okay. So if you see this, so what is the lowest? Okay. So I will tell you one thing. So suppose if I have these 4 statuses. Okay. So this itself lowest for itself, right? And for this first status, so 1, 2, 3, 4. The highest status is 4. Okay, for 1 highest status. For 2 is highest status should be 4 or 3 or 4. Okay, 3 it should be 4. For 4 itself it is 4. Okay, so the lowest itself you can able to control it, and the highest you have to tell to the system. Otherwise it won't know. So like for example, in if I press enter here from keyboard, sorry, Control Z. So if I put here, press enter means it will go to the next, right? If I press enter, it will go to the next, right? In the similar way, is status is also reading based on this, and this high and low, low actually. Okay, let's try to check. So So if I press enter, immediately it will ask for one is lowest for this and what is the highest for this is 4. Okay. The similar way 2, if I go, what is the lowest? This is the lowest and the highest is should be 4. Okay. So next go for this and this and this is 4 and this is 4. Okay. Now it is accepting the system. Okay. So there is something called initial status. Okay. Initially, if I put initial, okay, from where it's by default status, okay, from where it's supposed to start, initial status. Okay, there should be some starting, right? This status should be starting. Okay. So control is secondary. Next one is like if you would like to generally the first will be put as an initial status because we are going to control. Okay, that is what is all about. Okay. So next is this position and priority automatically it will be taken. Okay. So the position is this row itself, it is in first position, right? Okay. When you would like to take the status and a priority also like this. Okay. So now valid object types assigned to the status profile do you want? What is object type? Object type is like if I am defining the status profile, from where I would like to control sales header or else sales item or else delivery header or delivery item, where exactly you want it, or else some purchase order header or purchase order item or else purchase requisition header item, how you want it. So you are saying yes, no problem. Okay, when I click the yes, okay, so it is asking, you can able to see this. These are the different objects you can able to control it. Okay, let's go down. Don't confuse. Okay. So this we'd like to see an example for our sales order. Okay, sales order is our object type. And further, so now you can see either header level or item level, we can able to do that. Okay, let's select this. Only header I'm doing now. Okay, so when I save this, okay, it will be saved in TR. See, if I click user status, it will get back to this. If I click object types, it will come to this. Okay. So where you would like to control, what is your target? That is your header or item. Okay. So that means if I tick that object type means this user profile, user statuses, I would like to control for that. Okay. For that particular object actually. Sales header level only I would like to control, not item level. Now, if you look at this authorization code, okay, probably let's see some examples are there, not this is practice system. Okay, you have some examples, okay, like authorizations. So like if you see this someone created like brand order or partner or specialist technical. So in our case, if this is the case, I would like to show you. If he is the sales manager, okay, how many manager list of their IDs and their user profiles. This is actually this authorization object will be clubbed together and prepared and given by your what I would say your basis team. Okay, basis team system SAP installation and everything. Whatever the basis is, their basis is big story. Okay, so your basis team will give this. Okay, for functionals. This sometimes this by using this authorization code, we can able to write some code also. Standard might have some limitations. Then we can able to write some. Definitely coding also required certain times. Okay, so this is one thing. Come back. Where you would like to assign order types is your header, right? And this is for item category. Come here. What is my document I DOR? Sorry, let's click this. Or I copied as DOR. So maybe it is copied with someone. Okay. So let's try to take our status profile. Okay. Let's click this. So see GOTC stat. This is our. If you don't assign, it will not work. Okay. So otherwise, let me remove this. I would like to show you one thing. Okay. Okay. So let's go for order. Let me share the screen. Suppose DOR is there. Okay. Let me enter the customer and the material with some quantity. So if I click here, you can see this status. This is the place where, okay, below you will get, see, if it is not activated, that's why it is not coming. Once I assign status profile, you will get editable button here. Okay. In the similar way, let's go to the item, go to the status. Okay, we don't have nothing, right? So now let's see the story now. So let's click here. Okay. So let's assign the status profile. What is that? Ours is this one. Okay. So now let's go back and try to create a new sales order, and we'll check now whether it is coming or not. So that will not work. Another configuration is pending. I will explain you. Okay. So now you can able to see this. So let's go to the header. Now go to the status. Now you can able to see object status. This button is enabled once I assign. So item, it will not be there because item I'm not enabled. Okay. Item, there is nothing is there. That's why it is blank. Okay. Now you got it. How it is activates header and item level. So now item means you will assign to your item category 10 or something like that. Okay. So let's come back to the configuration. Okay. Before that only, we have to do the explanation. This is very, very important. We try to understand this. Here is the key, actually. Okay. So what is our, this is right. Okay. So now with this, click this. Okay. When you click this, you have something called business transaction. So no influence means there is no impact. Okay. So basically it's like a option is there, but I am not using. Allowed means I'm allowing the transaction. Warning means warning. Forbidden means completely error message. No action set and delete will be there. Let's try to understand this. Let's click here. When I'm creating my sales order, okay, as an initial status, I don't allow for delivery. Okay, that means forbidden means I'm not avoiding. I'm not allowing. Okay, so while creating sales order, I'm allowing to save my sales order. So create sales document allowed. Okay. So goods issue of the delivery anyhow, it won't come. Okay. Before delivery creation. Okay. Within the delivery creation, before save or also after change, it will come. Anyhow, let me do this. This is also forbidden. Okay. So what about my billing? I don't allow. If it is order related, then I will have a problem. So even delivery also, sometimes you might have your customer requirement order related billing. Okay. So I don't allow. So this is what I would like to control here. Okay. Like you will have, see, incoming invoice, side also some statuses will be there. Okay. So like let's put it post goods issue here also. Maybe like let's save this. See, if it is enabled, it is in blue color status. Okay. So let's save this. The first thing. Okay. Okay. Next, go to the sales manager approval. Okay. Here also similar thing. So I don't allow for create delivery. I don't allow for create billing. I don't allow for goods issue for delivery. Okay. First two status similar. But in real time, what happens? If you assign, you're going to assign authorization object, right? Once sales order is saved, before going to this status, if I assign authorization object, whoever the user ID is there, for that user, it will go to the email. Okay. So such kind of real-time scenarios will be there. It might go to his SAP inbox for that user or else his uh, like email for his email ID or something like that. Okay. So this is not something like that. It's exactly the same. Okay. Just would like to show you, I can able to show order create and delivery in this one, but this additionally added for your understanding. Okay. So let's come here. Okay. So sales manager approval. I have taken all these three. Okay. I'm good to go. So maybe I can, sales order create, it is not required. Let it put, no problem. So now go to the delivery status. Okay, delivery. So in delivery status, what do you want? Okay, you can allow for delivery creation. Okay, and you don't allow for billing in delivery after delivery immediately. It has to be hard stop. Okay, and you will allow for goods issue for delivery or else something post goods issue for delivery also there. Let me keep this. This is allowed, and let's come here. Goods issue for delivery also allowed here. Okay, this is the target, but I don't allow to create my billing document here. Okay, in this status. Let's check. Okay, so now final status, you actually allowed to create the billing document. Okay, last status. Let's check this one by one. So now you defined, right? Okay. Okay. Now, if something is there, we'll get back to that quickly. So let's come here. Okay. Let me show you theory. Once I created order, it will not allow to be created delivery. Okay. First status. Okay. When I and it will not allow to anyhow we don't create billing. It will not allow. Okay. We just second status also. So for second status also I don't allow. For third status, it has to allow for create bill delivery here. Okay. Create delivery here, but cannot be created a bill here. Okay. Once approval, final status, it will be created the bill. Okay. Let's check one by one on SAP system. So let's come here. DOR is my document type. So let's check here order. So let me take some file quantity, no problem. Let's check in header. Okay. So you have a statuses here. Basically, okay, there is something called object status. Okay, these are the four statuses what we have assigned. So it is in first status. Okay, number one. You try to remember this. You can see this. This is your status profile. This is an object. Okay, this is internally generated object number. Okay, so let's save the order. One second. It has some incomplete log. I know this one. Come to the text. So this is sales. Sales order ready. Okay, let me put payment mode. Yesterday we have seen, right? I'm just putting test debit card. Okay. No additional promotion or discounts. Let me put this. Anyhow, this is available in text. Yesterday we have seen text determination. Don't miss that video. Okay. So this is incomplete log. Let's check. Okay. This is fine. Let's save this. The first order creation supposed to be allowed. That's what we have instructed the system. Okay. Let's come here for your understanding. Again. Oh, where is order stand? This is the one. Okay, let me show you. So because I have ticked this, okay, create sales order is allowed. That's why it is allowed. But ideally, because of the status, it should not allow delivery and billing, right? Okay. Let's come here. Let's try to create a delivery. Ideally, it should get message if our configuration is correct. Okay. Let's give the shipping point. You know, see what's happening. What we created is correct, right? Create delivery not allowed. User status is ORDA. It is not allowed. Okay. So if I wanted to allow, I need to change the status. In real time, this status might go for changing the status might go for approval through authorization object. So we are in practice system. Let me show you this one. Okay, manually how to do that. So let's go to the status. Now click on the object status. Now select this one. Okay. So now come back and save this. Okay. Here is the case also. It will not allow for delivery. See, now status is changed. Previously ORD. Now D, sales manager status. Okay, his approval is also required before creating the delivery. Okay, so let me show you. So both one ORDA and DSMG the same status. Okay, create billing not allowed, create delivery not allowed, goods issue not allowed. Okay, that's why it is not allowed. Okay, now what we have to do? We have to change the status. Let's come here. It is simple actually. What do you think? But you might get this complex kind of things might come, but that's very rare. Most of the time, standard only we use it, but authorization object you only come in real time additionally for your learning because I don't have a basis counterpart. Otherwise, I would have shown you this one also. So now go to the status. Once go to the delivery status, delivery will be created, invoice will not be created, right? So let's test this. Okay. Now let's come here. VL01N. Now press enter. Now delivery allowed in the status. That's why delivery I can able to create it. Okay. So press enter. That's fine. Minimum quantity. So let's do the PGA. This is fine. So now go and check whatever the statuses we have done. Okay, go to the third status. Delivery status. What is that? Create billing only forbidden. You can able to do the goods issue for delivery and post goods issue. Okay. It might be one thing related to inbound. Okay. Maybe this I feel that goods issue delivery for outbound. Anyhow, whatever we have chosen. Okay. This is the case. Okay. Now last is it will allow to create billing actually. So I haven't changed the last status. Okay. So now let's try to create a bill. Ideally it should show an error. Okay. Press enter. So now you are getting log. What is this log? You can able to see this log. Create billing document not allowed because it is still in delivery status. You understood, right? Still in delivery status. So now go to VA02 again. See this, whatever you are configuring. Okay? When you try this one in real time, you should know how to set up this one and which status when it is supposed to be changed and for whom it need to trigger the email or else something like that. Who is having the access? Everything is controlled by basis and your ABAP actually. Okay? Certain times if code is required, they will do that. Now go to the last status. This is how you have to do it. Okay. Let's see the fun. Okay. So now still it is getting the log. Oh, I think I put a wrong status here. But we'll correct the status. This is good only. Sometimes it must happen. I'll put it forbidden. Actually, it should be allowed. Okay. For invoice. Okay. Oh, good. System is working perfectly all right. Because why it is working? Because I have done a lot of work from morning to like someone has spoiled all the copy controls and everything. Now it is allowing to create a bill. Okay. So now go to VA03. You can able to see all the different set of. I'm sorry. Wait a moment. I just click to the document flow. Okay, you can able to do like this. Let's go to the sales order. Let's go to the header. Go to the status. Object status. You can able to see this. It's in final status. This is how you can able to do the status control on S4 HANA system. Okay. You would like to do item level. Okay. You give a try. Otherwise, I will do it after a week's time. So it is similar process for you have to do the same thing. What you have to do is whatever the status profile you define, that you have to assign to your item category. Mine is DTN, like TAN, I copied it as DTN or GTN. Okay, this is the place where you are going to assign the status profile for item category. Item category level, if you are doing for single line, those statuses you have to release for each line wise. Okay, so probably I'll just try to find one business example for your understanding before moving further. Okay, so if you are not at subscribe, please subscribe my YouTube channel. Currently holding 6,000 plus students. I specifically recommend these two courses for who like to see the real time their footsteps. Okay, so this is the two things, and let's come here. This is the one. This is the course I have done on S4 HANA. Maybe I didn't find time to do everything on the single version. Some videos will be 1909 and some videos will be there 2021, but you will not miss the flow. You can subscribe this course. So this is 40 hours. I'm going to add this video also over there. Okay. If you are not a subscriber, please subscribe my YouTube channel. I am specifically requesting for Udemy students also. If they have doubts, they can reach me. Probably we can deal with either YouTube live. YouTube folks or whoever subscribed my channel, they can also ask doubts. There is no barriers for learning. Thanks so much. Wishing all the best. Have a great day. Jai Bharat.